In this video, we are going to talk about the American States Water Company stock. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. The stock price of American States Water Company declined -1.63% on the last day, Tuesday, June 29, 2021, from $81.01 to $79.69, and has now dropped for 3 days in a row. The stock varied 2.35% throughout the day, from a low of $79.55 to a high of $81.42. The price has dropped in 6 of the last 10 days, falling by -4.09% in that time. Volume declined along with the stock on the last day, which is a good sign because volume should follow the stock. The trading volume declined by -48,000 shares on the last day, resulting in a total of 101,000 shares being purchased and sold for $8.08 million. In the short term, the stock is in the middle of a weak rising trend, and a continuation of the trend is expected. Given the present short-term trend, the stock is anticipated to climb 4.15% over the next 3 months and, with a 90% likelihood, conclude the period with a price between $81.46 and $88.37. American States Water Company Overview. Water and power services are provided to residential, commercial, industrial, and other customers in the United States by American States Water Company and its subsidiaries. Water, electricity, and contracted services are the 3 segments through which it works. Water is purchased, produced, distributed, and sold by the corporation, which also distributes energy. It served around 261,796 consumers in 10 counties in California as of December 31, 2020, and distributed power to approximately 24,545 customers in San Bernardino County mountain towns in California. Water and/or wastewater services are also provided by the company, which includes the operation, maintenance, and construction of facilities at various military installations' water and/or wastewater systems. American States Water Company is based in San Dimas, California, and was formed in 1929. Signals and forecast. At the time, there are little to no technical positive signals. The stock of American States Water Company has sell indications from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a more bearish outlook. The lines of $80.67 and $79.82 will provide some resistance on upward corrections. On Tuesday, June 15, 2021, a sell signal was issued from a pivot top point, and it has since declined -4.09%. Further decline is expected until a new bottom pivot is discovered. Furthermore, the 3 months moving average convergence divergence is currently indicating a sell signal, MACD. During the previous trading day, volume fell in lockstep with the price, lowering total risk because volume should follow price movements. The stock received a golden star signal asterisk for the short term on Thursday, June 3, 2021, as well as a golden star signal for the medium term on Wednesday, October 21, 2020. Stop loss, risk, and support. American States Water Company finds support from accumulated volume around $79.28, and this level could be a good place to buy because an upwards reaction is likely when the support is tested. In general, the stock has highly controlled swings, and with good liquidity, the risk in this stock is considered to be extremely low. The stock changed $1.87 between high and low in the previous day, or 2.35%. The stock has had a daily average volatility of 1.98% over the last week. Is American States Water Company a good buy or a bad buy? It's quite difficult to value American States Water Company stock, and any metric must be regarded as part of a larger picture of the company's total performance. Analysts, on the other hand, frequently employ a few essential metrics to assist determine the value of a stock. The P/E ratio of American States Water Company. To put it another way, shares of American States Water Company trade for about 35 times recent earnings. That's a lot higher than, instance, the NASDAQ 100's trailing 12-month P/E ratio at the end of 2019. The high P/E ratio could indicate that investors are bullish on the stock's prospects or that it is just overvalued. The PEG ratio of American States Water Company. The price-earnings to growth ratio of American States Water Company is 6.4216, which is derived by dividing its P/E ratio by its growth. A low ratio indicates that the shares are more valuable, whilst a higher ratio indicates that the shares are less valuable. The PEG ratio provides a more comprehensive picture of American States Water Company's projected profitability than the P/E ratio. It could also assist you compare the share prices of different high-growth firms by accounting for growth. EBITDA of American States Water Company. EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, for American States Water Company is $176.4 million. The EBITDA is a measure of a company's total financial performance that is extensively used to determine its profitability. Stocks of American States Water Company are being shorted. Investors presently hold 717,030 shares of American States Water Company short. This is known as short interest in American States Water Company. This is a 6.5% decrease from the previous month's record of 766,993. This amount of interest in shorting American States Water Company shares can be measured in a number different ways. The short interest ratio of American States Water Company, SIR. The short interest ratio, SIR, of American States Water Company is the number of shares currently shorted divided by the average daily volume of American States Water Company shares traded, recently around 229,990.71200743. The SIR for American States Water Company is now 3.23. In other words, around 3,230 shares of American States Water Company are now held short for every 100,000 shares traded on the market on a daily basis. With fewer investors ready to gamble against American States Water Company, a low SIR usually indicates a bullish forecast for the stock price. American States Water Company has recently paid out roughly 54.25% of net profits in dividends. As a result, analysts have calculated a forward annual dividend yield of 1.64% of the stock's present value. This means that, over the course of a year, American States Water Company shareholders could receive a 1.64% return on their investment in the form of dividend payments, based on prior distributions, which are unfortunately no guarantee of future dividends. In the case of American States Water Company, that would be around $1.31 per share right now. The payout ratio of American States Water Company is high, and as a result, this company may appeal to investors looking for a steady stream of income. Keep in mind, however, that corporations should strive to reinvest a significant portion of their net income to secure future growth. The most recent dividend payment made by American States Water Company was on June 1, 2021. The most recent dividend was distributed to all shareholders who purchased their shares by May 13, 2021. Have the shares of American States Water Company ever been split? On September 3, 2013, the shares of American States Water Company were split in half. So, if you had one share the day before the split, you'd have two shares the next day. The overall value of your American States Water Company shares would not have changed as a result of this, just the amount would have changed. However, the new 50% lower share price may have influenced market appetite for American States Water Company shares, which may have influenced the share price of American States Water Company. The share price of American States Water Company fluctuates a lot. The stock of American States Water Company has fluctuated in value during the last year, ranging from $68.3734 to $83.75. The beta of a stock is a prominent metric for determining its volatility. The volatility of a stock in relation to the market is measured by its beta. The beta of the market, NYSE average, is 1, while the beta of American States Water Company is 0.0212. This indicates that American States Water Company's stock is less volatile than the market average for this exchange. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.